Well, welcome, fellow travelers. Your traveling buddy here, coming to you today from Dewitt, Michigan, on the borders of Bath, Michigan. And today, I come to you in front of this little one-room schoolhouse. It's right up the road from where I live. It's been sitting here for a long time. I pass by it all the time, and there's a little cemetery next to it, which my uncle is buried in. He was buried out there. There's this old church right across the road. And I figured I'd come out and do a little vlog about this. So travel with me, will you? Now here on this marker says here, the Gunninonsvill School was intentionally a center for social, religious, and educational activities. It served as a school for nearly a century and a quarter, first being established in 1836 and then continuing to operate through only as a kindergarten in later years until 1963. The present one-room schoolhouse, the fourth to stand on this site, was constructed in 1907, and it was refurbished as a living educational museum by the joint efforts of the Gunninonsvill Restoration Committee and the Lansing School District in 1975. The Methodist established church, now the United Methodist Church, was organized in 1862. 7 years prior to this, the local cemetery was established in 1888. The present church edifice was completed and dedicated on November 4th. There's that right here. Is that little Gunninonsvill School? See up there? School District number 8, 1907. It's a little brick schoolhouse. So I pass by this all the time when I come through, going this way toward DeWitt. It's a nice little school. And of course, you can't go inside, but I got the windows. Maybe you could see inside there. You see all the desks in there. Kind of see them. There's the American flag up on the wall. Oh, look at that up on the, I don't know if you can see that, up on the teacher's desk is the dunce cap. On the other side of this marker, it also says Gunninonsvill, purchasing 160 acres of farmland from the government. Elio Gunnison first settled this site, originally known as Gunninonsvill, in 1835. This settlement, which is inhabitants often called Four Corners, had a general store owned and operated by Boyden Hubbard. After being appointed postmaster, Hubbard opened up the Gunninonsvill post office in 1891 and operated in the store. In 1901, rural mail service was instated on the Vicinity, and old post office was discontinued in spring of 1890. The townspeople established the community band, which performed the religious education and social gathering the following year. A bandstand was erected during the late part of the decade. The Gunninonsvill band participated in several state band tournaments. So this is a cool little school. I mean, I've never been able to go inside of it, of course. But you can see inside this window. You can see all the desks in there. And these here, I think that might be the outhouses. that used to be here. Look at that. There's a lot of reflection, so I'm hoping it's showing good for y'all. Right here, here's the dunce cap. See that? Right on top of that desk it says dunce. So these two little shacks out here, I believe those are possibly the outhouses, possibly the girls and the boys outhouses. And there's this little building right here. I'm not sure what that's. It's just a shed. It's all in brick though. See here on the other side here. Actually, there's a door right here. You can see better inside the actual school. Oh, it looks like they're repairing it. See, they got it there. They even got a thing out there. Look at the old school desks in there. Wow. So I've never been actually up close to this school. I pass by it all the time. I just figured I'd come out and do a little thing about it. Oh, there's George Washington up there on the wall. Picture of George Washington. There's the old stove that heats up the room. Like I said, right next door to this, I don't know if this was actually, they said it was built in 1888, the cemetery. This would be kind of creepy for little kids to come to school and know there's a cemetery right next door. And I said, my uncle, he's buried out there. And here's another window. And another desk. It looks like, oh no, that's the piano, it looks like. Or a bookshelf. There's a typewriter in there. There's the chalkboard. And there's a picture. Not sure who that it's supposed to be up there. Maybe that was the teacher that was in the school. Don't know. So there's a lot of reflection. I'm hoping you guys can see this picture that's up there. And inside the school. See, get closer. There we go. That might be better. See up there, you can see that picture of that. Actually, it's not a lady. I hate to say it. There's a sign on there. It's Columbus. It's a picture of Columbus. Christopher Columbus. Thought that was a woman. Oh, here's a little bicentennial thing. Clinton County, November 5th, 1975. Bicentennial Common. Yeah, it looks like they're doing some repairs inside there to save this place. Okay, now here, across the street from that school, so there's the school. And this is a little church right here. This religious services in this community, organized in 1862, were intentionally held in the log cabins of early settlers, with H.A. Hall as presiding elder. And 2 decades later, plans for the church structure were laid by the Rev. McNutt. and the Ladies' Aid Society in the land dominated by the Philip Gravis family. The church, then known as Methodist Hispano Church, was dedicated on November 4th, 1888. The basement, used as a community hall, was owned by the Sons of Temperance. However, the sanctuary was the property of the church. Facing difficult times, the church closed for several years, but was reopened by the Rev. Carl Sipe in 1939. In 1963, Mrs. Zaid Angle and a two-story wing was added to the house, the kitchen, nursery, and other facilities. The church continues to serve a living memorial to our heritage. There, this is a little church, like the stained glass windows. There's a cross up there. Right here is a historical marker too. Gunninonsvill United Methodist Church, built in 1888. And a couple years ago, I remember they were restoring that little steeple part. So I pass by this all the time. They say they built a ramp for people in wheelchairs. Of course, you can't go inside of it. Love these old stained glass windows. And this is the addition they talked about right here. Actually, I think this is a newer edition, but I think this is the original edition, maybe possibly. Because actually this is still a working church, believe it or not. And this is interesting. We got this stone out here. See, I don't know if that's a real stone or not. No, that's a fake stone. It's all bolted down. I wonder if that's a... I don't know what that was supposed to be for. It's like plastic, actually. Notice that it was bolted down. I thought it was real. Huh, I wonder what that's about. Well, travelers, that's about it for this one-room schoolhouse here in at the Gunninonsvill School. You know, and the church across the street. You know, I've always wanted to stop here and check this place out. And of course, you can't get inside; it's locked up. Even the church is locked up, but that's still a working church, though. They actually still have Sunday services in there and everything. So, yeah, it would be cool to get inside there, but I can understand. This day and age, you can't leave anything unlocked. So, if you like this, hey, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment. Any comment is appreciated. You know, you have any ideas for me to do, let me know. I just might show up and do it. So, until the next time, travelers, I'll see you around the mitten.